Intimate conversations and green tea. Tell me your dreams, I'm trying to get to know you. Searching for sunset, sailing the seven seas. Would you come see the mountains with me in California? I'll give you everything you ask for. I'm trying to color in your passport. Don't have to worry anymore. The type of heart I won't explore. I don't need a map for love. I don't need a compass to get back to you. I'll ride 100 trains, I'll fly 100 planes. Cause when I'm with you, girl, I'm dreaming wide awake. I finally open my eyes. I wanna bring you alive. Cause when I'm with you, girl, I'm dreaming wide awake. Dreaming wide awake. I finally open my mind.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday, happy Friday, Junior. Excited to have you guys with us right here on the Betting News Network. This is your Bet Espresso. We got a full house for you guys today. So stoked to be with you. Thanks for stopping by right here on YouTube, on X, or on Twitch. Wherever you guys are consuming the content, we appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with us. That's the world famous Shaggy Bets in the Midwest and beyond. That is Mr. Vsauce. That is Z's Up, Mr. NZ. My name's Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys here to end off your Thursday. Friday, Juniors, basically the weekend, boys. We made it. They let us get here. Vibes are high. How we doing?
Ready to go, man.
All right.
Ready to go. Weekend's basically here. Golf's on. It's the weekend. You guys know the drill. Let's get after it.
Let's get out. Oh,
yeah. Exactly. Let's do it.
Exactly. Thanks for stopping by. Brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. Chat, reminders. We got a few more days left of our Casa Dragones giveaway. All you guys got to do is click that QR code in the top corner of the screen if you have not already got into your BetOnline account. If not, if you guys already have an account, feel free to deposit in the next 2 weeks, actually literally until the end of June, which is what we extended this to. And you'll be entered into the giveaway. Reminder, if you already have a BetOnline account and if you are trying to get involved with this giveaway, you have to send us a screenshot of the deposit. If you're a new depositor, new to BetOnline, then they'll get you sorted out at BetOnline. Get involved with the giveaway. We've got a few more days left, so get involved. We got quite a few people enter. We need some more people, though. More people's. We want you guys. We really want to give you guys the free stuff. That's all we want.
do.
We just want to give you the free stuff.
Very much. Absolutely.
Free. We're going to try to give you some cool stuff from the store as well. So go deposit with our friends at BetOnline. Have as many books as possible. Via literally just left. He was like, "Bye." I don't know anymore.
No more from Mr. Sauceman.
He said, "See ya." Boys, it is. Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, he's got some baseball for us, which we'll finish off with him. But chat, you guys don't want baseball from V, do you? Yeah, you do. I think you do. No. We got some soccer. We got some pitch action from the Club World Cup for Mr. Betts. We've got some WNBA from NZ and myself. We're going to talk about the two Lady Baller games as well. And then Sauceman, if he comes back, if we do get him back with us, we will talk some baseball. Because I don't think you guys have any baseball, do you?
Nope. Negative baseball. Ooh, Inzi on the diamond.
Inzi's got a home run. Inzi and I gabbed about home run betting yesterday, and I found out Inzi's secrets to home run betting. I won't expose your secrets on here, dude. I'll just tell you that I did get.
It's all right. I don't even remember. I just need somebody to complete a lay for me.
It was just dumb luck.
That's all.
I mean, I feel like most baseball betting is dumb luck at this point, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. Marcus will have some for you in a little bit. V will probably have some as well. And I mean, shout out V yesterday. We cooked that 2-teamer for ourselves on Instagram. Go follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. A lot of you guys have actually followed us over there. We've been sharing some more content on the gram in betting.news. We couldn't get at your betting news, unfortunately. But we had a little 2-teamer yesterday, and I had Jewel Lloyd for 15 points, and he had Max Muncy to hit a home run. Jewel Lloyd, 10 points at halftime. Felt very good about it.
Yep.
Chilling, cruising. Vibes were high. Looked at the start of the fourth quarter. Homegirl still had 10 points. I was like, this is not ideal.
This is not good.
Yeah, this is not great.
Yikes.
She got 13, which her point line was 11.5. I was going to be real pissed off at her if she didn't hit her points line. She got 13, but Max Muncy didn't have jack shit till the eighth inning. I was going to say eighth quarter, the eighth inning. And, of course, homeboy went yellow. Yeah.
Grand slam.
Yep, and Jewel Lloyd sold our soul on only having 10 points at halftime and not hitting her 15-point line.
I stopped tracking Jewel because I thought that was done. I thought that was,
Air.
good to go. I was like, 10 points, halftime. All right. Sweat shifting to Muncie. Nope.
Yep.
How wrong I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, welcome back. By the way, V will have some stuff for you on the diamond, I'm sure. We are going to cook another 2-teamer for Instagram, so go follow us over there if you want to get it. It won't get dropped on Twitter; it'll only be for the gram. If you want to tail me and V over there, I did text him a little earlier. Yeah, exactly, exclusive. I texted him a little earlier of what he liked, and he ghosted me. So we'll talk about it after this.
There's too many pets in my house currently, and one of them, the fact that I'm allergic to
Oh,
it,
SPJ,
really
you are now
doesn't help
considered a
the
pet.
equation. 2 dogs
what
and
am
a
I-
cat now, NC. I've got a cat. Yeah.
Oh, you got a kitty cat.
too?
I'll bring her on the stream at the end once we're cooking. But yeah, I got a little kitty cat that I'm allergic
It's a lot
to.
you're allergic to.
To the
She's way
dogs
too
and
cute to
cats
give away,
mesh?
man. She just
Wait,
showed up in our garage one day. She was
So-
literally just like this small, dirty, and in our garage. So then we cleaned her up, bathed her, and everything like that. No idea where the rest of her litter is, where her mother is, or anything like that. She just was in the garage. We must have left it open, I guess, for a few hours. And then now we don't want to just send her out on her own, right? So she started off as a few days we're gonna take care of her, and then they think she's just ours.
So how allergic are you?
I'm allergic enough where if I'm sitting with her and playing with her for too long without any medication, after about 25 minutes, my throat will get scratchy, my nose will be stuffed up.
Okay.
But I have this terrible habit of forgetting to wash my hands after I
and then
play with
start
her.
rubbing your
And
eyes
then-
or something.
Yeah. And too many
Game over.
times my eyes get so fucking red. One time, this is gonna sound dumb. My eye was burning. I washed it out and I go back to the washroom. I look in my eye, I look real close. There's a hair that's stuck inside my eye. So the redness would not go away because it's literally just
it's right there.
constantly.
Ow.
Feed.
Ow, ow.
Yikes.
But I love her.
I had a
It's a him. I keep saying her. All cats are girls to me. I don't know why.
That's
is
not
it-
sexist
is
at
it
all.
kitty-
to the
kitty
cat.
I never grew up, man. I never grew up. That's what it is. As a kid, boys are dogs, cats are girls. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
No, I'm with you.
I mean,
Did you
Sook
name
hasn't
the cat
grown up
Sauce?
either.
Did you name
Did you name the cat Sauce?
No, my wife named her QP. Him, see? QP, like QP Mayo. Yeah.
Hey, okay,
Likes
I like that. I like that.
I said Mikey, but I was outvoted by her 2 votes to my 1. So
Welcome to married life, brother.
yeah.
Sounds
She
about
said
right.
after we got married, she got another vote, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like,
life, brother. That's how that goes. I had a cat growing up. So a tornado came through Tennessee when I was 9, and it did a lot of damage and messed up my mom's. Luckily, it didn't hit my mom's house, but it had 9 huge trees and they all fell down and stuff. And throughout the cleanup process, we heard this meowing in our attic.
Mhm.
Somehow, this cat had gotten into my mom's attic through the tornado. And so we ended up keeping the cat. It was this beautiful calico. Her name was Sally. I loved that cat. And she slept on my head, up here.
Oh, shit.
This cat. And but then I figured out how much allergic I am to cats by this process.
Yikes.
As well. And after
Shit.
a year, we had to end up giving the cat away, which we gave her to a great home and she lived a great life. But I'm in the same boat, dude. I can't be around cats. Honestly, some long-haired dogs, if I'm around for too long, that can get me too. Pet dander is a thing. NZ's I got some of those. Where are they at?
Yeah, you'll die in my house.
I can't wait.
My
No, I'm not
freaking dogs.
it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It'd be a long time for that to come up, but
I swear they move and it's just an entire layer of their coat just comes off. It's all they got to do is walk. It's just it's bad. Hardwood floors, the mix.
oh yeah. Shags, I have to say that the pet content that you've been posting on the timeline has been top tier.
Oh, well. Hey, it's been just balls to the wall hot outside, so having to put in some extra work, watering the grass, and boys got to come out there and chill with me. Scooby gets his 15, 20
Gets
minutes
his raise in.
sunbathing time in. Exactly. Everybody's happy.
Next question: can you take these boys outside without a leash on? Or are they flight risks?
No, so they're definitely flight risks. Thankfully we got a fenced in backyard, so I can let them out there. But yeah, Freddie's gonna go immediately. He's just got so much energy. You let him without a leash, he's taken off at the nearest person, squirrel, whatever it may be. He's gone, and he's fast too, and he can go for a while. So he's gone. Scooby is also a flight risk, but Scooby is more controlled, especially in like the right environment. Scooby's not going to run off at like a squirrel or a dog or anything like that. And Scooby, very well trained, very good boy. You just got to give him a little dolphin noise, and he will stop in his tracks. Okay. So like Scooby takes off, he takes off running. You just give him a little and he stops, and he just freezes. That's
I was about to ask how you discovered that, but now I know.
Yeah. I get it.
No, I just and it worked out. Thankfully, that's the noise he listens to. So.
He lifted his head up.
He's like, whoa, Dad, I didn't do anything.
You're good, brother. You're good. Don't worry.
You're good.
And so your big guy's the same?
Well, my one Milo, like when I walk him, he walks me. He's so strong. So he'll take off, but I will say he listens much better than the other dogs. So if I call him, I gotta get firm tone, even though my wife yells at me. But if I give him that firm tone, he'll come back. And if I snap my fingers, he'll come. But Fiona, man, she marches to the beat of her own drum. She'll do whatever the hell she wants. She don't give a shit about me. She don't care about nobody.
She's in control.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. She's too lazy to go take off after like a cat or a rabbit or something like that if she sees it. But like I don't walk her because she'll take we'll go 2 houses and then she'll just like sit down and like start sightseeing. And I'm like, there's no point of this. Yeah, the other guy is like, he's like, where are we going next? Where are we going? I'm like, slow down. You're pulling me out of my shoes.
Do you guys know that your wife also yells at you for yelling at the dogs? Because my wife thinks I'm too mean to them.
Oh God.
Listen.
My wife scares me when she yells at the dogs. But she works in vet med, so she deals with it every day. She's an expert at it. So no, she'll give them some sass when they need it. And
I don't know my wife call your wife, so she can understand why sometimes you need to hit them with that little bit of
It really is all about the tone. Like it's not even necessarily about the word or anything, but the tone will do it. They can tell when you're mad.
Yeah.
Usually, there was like a study I think done that dogs actually don't. Obviously, they can't understand. They understand like words and stuff, but they don't understand like full sentences and things. But they pick up on tone. So you could be saying like, "You're a little motherfucker." Yes, you are.
Yes.
And they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, hey," and you could be yelling at them like, "I love you so much," and they're gonna be like, "No, God," because they're just picking up on what you're.
I wish I could show you my dog right now. To be honest with you. My couch like lifts up so you can like hide like their pillows, store your pillows and your blankets underneath, whatever. So I lift those things up to keep them off the couch when nobody's home, and they just hop right on in there. And right now he's sleeping with his head on the edge of the thing like this.
Hell yeah!
Oh my God!
Let's go.
Yeah. Chad, drop what kind of dogs you have, or cats, or whatever pets you have. We had a lot of our followers and a lot of people that tune into the show that have a lot of pets that post on the timeline.
We're gonna do one of those picture drops again, like we did last summer. I think it was the dog pictures.
We've definitely gotten to the dog days where the timeline is turned into either home run lottos, random other lottos, random home run bets, or just
dogs,
random content. Yeah, just dogs, food, travel, all that jazz. But hey ho, we did have some news drop today, boys, which I thought we could gab about. We don't have to spend too much time on it, but this is kind of sports related. Oh, you guys are on top of each other. Sorry.
Like Wilson from Home Improvement.
Yeah, for real.
Spider-Man kiss. What?
W reference. This happened. We found out today that Justin Tucker has been assessed a 10-game suspension by the league for. You guys know what he did. But 10 games. He is obviously no longer a member of the Baltimore Ravens, so he is technically a free agent. I didn't know this. I was reading about this. Did you guys know that when you are a free agent, you serve the 10 games? Like, you don't have to serve it on a team. Like, he just has to not play 10 games of the season. But he's not even on a team, so it still counts, which I thought was kind of interesting. So, like, if he doesn't sign on a roster, for example, if they get to week 11 and he still hasn't signed on a roster, like, he could sign then. Like,
question though,
served his 10 games.
What about if his team's had a bye and that week 11 is their 10th game? Does he gotta wait another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has to wait another one.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's wild though.
So note down for my fantasy team, week 10, 11, pick up Justin Tucker and throw him on the bench because he's signing somewhere.
I mean, I feel like how many times do we see the carousel of kickers that happens? So maybe, but like this guy, I mean,
He sucked
Also-
last year too.
He wasn't good last
He
year.
absolutely
Right.
sucked.
Way
Imagine what road
past his
stadiums are going to
prime.
be like in terms of what the fan base is going to be yelling as he gets up for, even a fucking 45-yarder to win the game.
Mhm.
What do you think opposing fan bases are yelling at an NFL stadium? You know what I mean? We saw the things that go on at a baseball stadium, unfortunately, with Cattell. But this guy's actually a scumbag. Imagine the things that are going to be said to him.
Do you think he even gets picked up?
I wouldn't
Some-
like
Yeah,
like
It's a
one
big
thing to do
question
it.
mark.
Like we said, we're going to get week 8 or 9. There's going to be 2 or 3 teams that are probably in the hunt that either have a bad kicker or a kicker gets hurt and you're
Right.
desperate. And I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. Yeah, I don't know. I can see it.
With injuries, someone's gonna get you said it. Someone's gonna get desperate. They're gonna need a kicker late in the year, and so they're gonna take a chance at him because they know he'll be in form. But yeah, no one's definitely signing him this offseason until 6 or 7, whenever it may be.
I agree with Gerald,
I
too.
was-
Listen, everybody's getting it. The team's getting it. The fan base is getting it, and it's hard to even as a fan base, your fan base, have to cheer for this guy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
If you saw with Cleveland and Deshaun Watson that year, it was a very weird kind of energy the entire time, even from Browns fans. And I think that this is the same thing. Are you going to take all that on for a kicker? You know what I mean?
Isn't it crazy that because obviously his fall off is because we were talking about him as the best kicker of all time, like 18 months ago? And then he had a pretty bad last season, which obviously, because kicking is 95% mental. Obviously, there's the physical aspect of it, but you got to it's like golf. You got to just be in a good headspace to go and hit it long and straight. Like it's basically the same thing as kicking for the most part. And you could tell he had something going on. He had a whole bunch of something going on that he was dealing with mentally. I thought it was weird that apparently his representation, as I was reading the press release, and his representation said that they just told him to just take the suspension. Like to not even rebuttal it, which like if you're not guilty, like wouldn't you be like, yo, because like he stood on the fact that he didn't do this and like he's it's all good and like he's worked on his family and blah blah blah, but then you get the suspension, you're like, nah, we're good,
Right? Yeah, it's a little odd.
Isn't that weird? Yeah. But
Just
anywho,
whatever.
Justin Tucker sucks, and he'll probably end up playing for some team by week 11, and we'll be talking about it. And fortunately, one of you motherfuckers in the chat, maybe one of us up here, is probably going to put him on our fantasy team, like Inzi was just saying.
The fantasy team names that would come with that, though.
Oh man.
No.
Tucker in at night.
So much for my happy ending. Or something along those lines.
That's good. That was good.
Thank you. Well, there you go. There's some NFL news. Hey, boys, we're close. We're getting close. I mean, it's almost the end of June.
Yeah.
July's, we're getting into close to the OTAs and mini camp starting here in the next probably 2 weeks or so. And then before you know it, we're going to be blinking and talking preseason. So strap in. It's also 65 days away from college football, Shags.
Close.
Need me week 0.
Before we move on from the NFL, have you guys seen the reports? I don't know how much to believe or not that Daniel Jones is looking better than Anthony Richardson.
I'm not shocked.
Indianapolis.
I'm not shocked.
I believe it.
I do too. I mean, like Danny Jones maybe just needed a place, a low pressure environment where he's not expected to do much, but I think it speaks to Anthony Richardson. That might be one of the worst draft picks we've seen in recent memory.
Well, there's so many question marks regarding that guy because he's hasn't been on the field enough in his few years in the NFL. He's been banged up, injured. Yeah, he's had moments of greatness, but he's also looked horrendous. Given that was supposed to be their franchise guy, I think them going out and getting Daniel Jones already speaks to how ownership kind of feels about Anthony Richardson. Maybe he's not going to be that franchise guy. Maybe he does just need a few more years under some veteran leadership, whatever it may be. But yeah, I kind of fully expect Daniel Jones to be their guy for this season.
I would expect Daniel Jones to start week 1. I mean, we've talked about this before. If you compare, I hate the whole compare side-by-side stats thing unless you're trying to make a point, then it's a great argument. But like if you look at his stats side-by-side with Trevor Lawrence, his stats are better technically. Or like there's a bunch of other quarterbacks I could probably bring up and do the same thing. And the Colts actually have a top 5 offensive line. You still have Jonathan Taylor on that team. You have Michael Pittman. You've got Josh Downs. Like, they got some offense that can do some stuff. And Daniel Jones has had stretches where he's been a serviceable, if not pretty decent quarterback in the NFL. I mean,
listen, all 4 of us would probably play real well out there if we just got a free $160 million in the bank. Sure. I mean, I'd be a free child out there. I'd be like, whoa, what do you guys need me to do?
Third long and deep, baby.
That rock.
And he's not salty at all. Not salty at
all.
I'll
be honest. I think it's stupid they gave him all that money, but I never thought that he was really a franchise guy. So I wasn't surprised he left. I was more surprised that they gave him all that money and then bought him out. It was like, come on, guys. But I think when they gave him all that money, the writing was on the wall. Rather. So
Anthony Richardson is, like you said, Shaq, could go down as one of the worst. What was he, a top 5 pick? Top 10?
Definitely top 10.
Top 10 for sure. I mean, having shoulder injuries back to back when you're 22 years old is not good.
Yeah. He was 4, yeah.
Fourth. Yeah, fourth. There you go.
Okay.
And I watched, obviously AFC South, I've seen him quite a few times at this point. And that guy he can hit a deep bomb with the best of them in the NFL, but I've never seen a guy miss so many fucking 10-yard digs or 10-yard slants in my life. That guy cannot complete a short or intermediate pass. And if you can't do that consistently in the NFL, then you're never going to make it.
I agree. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow, but for Colts fans to go from Andrew Luck to what has been basically a carousel of terrible QBs, Joe Flacco being the highlight of the post Andrew Luck era. Yeah.
Yep.
My thoughts and prayers are out to you, Colts fans.
I, as a Titans fan, I'm in just absolute joy over that aspect. But I'm a little bit concerned about Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. though in Jacksonville, what they could end up looking like. That could be a little funky to deal with. But
hey, you got Cam Ward.
Ridley.
I got Cam Ward.
Hey, don't get me bricked up.
Set.
Don't get me excited.
Titans comeback season.
Shags, if the Titans are legit good this year, dude, I don't know what you're gonna do. You're gonna roll.
I'm gonna keep living my life. That's what I'm gonna do.
Be fine as a Chiefs fan.
Yeah. We'll see you December 21st at Nissan. All right.
Hey, do you guys know about this? The Chiefs play the Titans in Nashville on the 21st of December, and there's rumblings. That's all I'm going to say.
Let's say Shaggy better be making a road trip. That's not a far drive.
There's rumblings.
Yeah, that's also going to be. Yeah, you can just skip, skipping a jump, man.
8 hours.
I got a couch.
Oh, is it that far? I thought it was closer. My bad.
That's not bad.
8 hours is nothing. 8 hours.
Let's say this guy eats 8 hours for breakfast. Like, he might have road trips he's done.
Come on.
And so you probably waited in traffic for 8 hours before.
That's Tuesday.
Take me 3 hours just to get off the island.
Sure. Since we're on the NFL topic and we're kind of shooting the shit, because we all got picks, which we'll give you in just a minute. But have you guys seen the stuff from Pablo Torre about the NFL colluding thing? Have you guys looked at any of that stuff or read anything about that?
No. I skimmed past the video that I did not watch about it. But
so what is it?
Fill me in.
I haven't either. I find that guy really hard to listen to for a long period of time, just because he can get really long-winded. But if you look at the breakdown of what they're talking about, basically after the Deshaun Watson deal and how much guaranteed money they gave him, Roger Goodell, the way that this is being painted is Roger Goodell colluded with the entire NFL ownership group of people to basically make sure that no player gets that much guaranteed money ever again. To kind of change the math of what structures of contracts look like moving forward. There's a lot of other text and context to this. So that's like the super duper basic version of this. But apparently, you can't do that. Like, as the owner of the NFL, you can't say, you can't pay these guys this much guaranteed money. Like, that's not okay. We don't want that. So this is the thing that they're being tested about. And apparently, because Pablo Torre now he's very good at doing this, of going on all these shows and talking about it. And apparently they're starting to monitor his appearances about this type of stuff, which I'm surprised that more and more people aren't talking about it, because it's kind of a big deal. Like the Kyler Murray deal was one that it was mentioned, and the owners were texting. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff you guys can look into it. Go
about Sam
when
Bradford.
you've got, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, but yeah, just go look
that.
at the. It's worth a watch because it's very interesting, and I don't know how it's going to affect necessarily anything because the NFL is big business, so who cares? But yeah, I didn't know if you guys had thoughts on that, but chat. I don't know, chat if any of you guys have seen it, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they got to talk about it a little bit more. Commissioner's supposed to be the guy that kind of is there for the players and ownership groups and teams. Doing that kind of stuff in a league where you are literally putting your life on the line, right, week in and week out, especially when every other league has guaranteed contracts. You know what I mean? Like the NBA, Shea's about to get paid close to $400 million on this max deal that he's gonna fucking sign. All of it will be guaranteed. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
dude, think about it like this, NZ. It is crazy, but think about it. How much are teams actually making then? If they are paying their top player $400 million, how much are these teams making? There's a reason that the evaluations have gotten to the points of what they've gotten to. There's a reason that the Lakers evaluation came in as high as it did. Even the Celtics, yes, they are a franchise that has won a lot of championships and stuff like that, but their stadium is not great. The city that they're in is not one of the biggest markets outside of the fact that they all love sports. And this is a place where they still got almost an $8 billion evaluation. It's so profitable right now to be in the world of sports. So it's crazy to me that Roger Goodell is basically taking money out of the pockets of his players, because it's not like the ownership group is going to go broke paying out contracts like Deshaun Watson. They'll gladly leave him on the bench and do whatever they have to do, right? So it's the same thing as taking money from the poor, in this case, of the players, right? This is on a spectrum, on a relative scale. Yeah. Right? And giving it to the rich, aka the owners, which is fucked up. And that's exactly why nobody likes Roger.
I get that, but I feel like these kids need to earn it. To walk in like Sam Darnold, it was Sam Bradford, right? When he got drafted by the Rams, he had maybe it was like a $80 million contract, something like that. They guaranteed like 50 of it. The guy got hurt in the second game or whatever. He got hurt very, very early. It was a bad injury. They ended up paying him a ton of money for nothing. So like, I kind of see protecting the owners in a way, in the sense of maybe they can spend the money elsewhere on somebody that may be worth it, or, you know, that proves it more or something like that. Like, I know these rookies prove it by the way they play in college and the tape and everything they put together and the combine and show what they can do, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot. It's a lot of money.
I mean, we saw Cooper Flagg obviously get drafted number 1 overall yesterday,
too.
And he just made himself $50 million just by going as the number 1 overall pick, and most of that money's guaranteed. But I saw like at a Sportico did a evaluation of like basically by the time Cooper Flagg, if he goes number 1, which he has ended up going number 1 overall, he'll be a billionaire by the time he's 31 with the Supermax he's going to sign. And in my head, I'm going, this kid's 19 years old. He hasn't played a single, I was going to say snap. He hasn't played a single quarter of basketball in the NBA yet. And we're already getting to the point where we're giving him Supermax and double Supermaxes. Like, let these guys get to the point where they play a season first before this guy could be a bust. He's probably not going to be a bust.
Sure.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right, 100%.
Putting the cart before the horse, man.
Because you bring that up, SPJ. Did you guys see Ron Harper's career earnings?
Yes.
$50 million, right? Or something like that. And then his son's
30.
earnings on his first rookie deal, $56 million.
Yep. His dad only made like $35 million or something. It's crazy.
People want to say the NBA, nobody's watching it. Oh, the NBA is dying. No, the NBA is as popular as it's ever been. It's making as much money as it ever has. Hand over foot is what these guys are taking in. And it's why the contracts continually inflate every single offseason.
Well, the trickle down is existing as well, because we're seeing the NIL stuff. We've talked about that a bunch with how the college game has now gotten involved with that. I mean, these kids some of these 18, 19-year-olds are going to come into the NBA already millionaires with how much money they've made, or come into the NFL millionaires with how much money they've already made.
It's why Ace Bailey doesn't give a fuck about where he gets drafted. You could draft him at 3. You could draft him at 7. He was willing to do whatever the fuck he wanted.
His face when he got drafted to tell another story.
I'm saying that's.
Hey, how about the Raptors guy though? Colin Murray Boyles.
Oh fuck!
That's clear as day, brother. You're at the draft. I mean, cameras are going to be on you. Like, come on.
What about the dude that got drafted by the team that he refused to even work out for? The guy who got drafted by the Jazz. That's him?
Ace Bailey. Yeah. Ace Bailey. Yeah.
Holy crap.
A little bit. I thought you were going to say about his girlfriend. That's what I thought you were going with for the Raptors guy. But that's a completely separate conversation.
No.
I talked about it earlier on Talk Your Talk. I will say we can talk about the draft for a second. Shaq, shout out to you for sniping the BYU kid getting drafted top 10. That was a great pick.
Let's go,
Igor. Let's
Very
go.
Nice. Very nice.
I thought it was the ESPN coverage was absolutely atrocious of the draft yesterday. Just terrible. But I will say it's super cool to see the guys like I forgot his name again. I said it. The center from Duke.
Malawach.
Malawach getting drafted, and immediate just streaming tears. Like his dream was recognized. Guy started playing basketball at 14 years old, fled Sudan, and like became a stud at Duke, and gets to play in the NBA. Like that's why that's an incredible moment. Except ESPN's coverage like that, but it was cool to see those guys get their opportunities mixed in with the moments of hilarity of memes.
Seeing all the Knipple boys up there, that was awesome too.
Yeah, that was dope.
The guy whose brother started crying his eyes out was it's going to become a never-ending meme. That poor kid.
I know.
Wolf's brother, right?
Wolf's
brother.
Poor kid is going to never see the end of that picture.
Honestly, I did too. As soon as I can't remember which one. Actually, I think top 6 I stopped. Hendrick Perkins was talking about something. I was like, I can't listen to this anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, it was garbage. Garbage coverage. Celtics won the draft. Hugo Gonzalez going to be the future of this league. And
1 round in, Celtics won the draft.
Guys, I have to live a year without Jason Tatum. Allow me this, please.
Is he going to miss the whole year? He's definitely.
If he comes back, they'll be forcing him to come back early for a postseason run, which is really just asking for fucking trouble at that point.
Right.
You gotta go.
Halliburton, right?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Halliburton is even tougher because it came 3 weeks after the fact. You know what I mean? So it's rough position for both of them. East is wide open next year, and I'll be looking for Hugo Gonzalez minutes. All 82.
Well, the thing about did you guys see also this incredible meme floating around because they were talking about they were talking about Adam Silver apparently said that they're going to use AI to start like looking into the reasons for these I saw more and more Achilles injuries, and somebody posted a picture of Allen Iverson looking at a
it was an AI picture. Holy
of AI. Oh, dude, elite content. I hate AI, but that was elite. All right. Anyway, 32 minutes in, we ain't sniffed a bet. Draft coverage was terrible. Good job covering it though, Shags. Well done yesterday. If you guys caught Mr. Betts on Bisson yesterday, we had Mr. Shaggy Betts on Bisson talking through the draft, and they got some good picks from you. So let's go. Hi, Chef. Welcome,
Sheffrey.
Hello, Sheffrey. Your dad's also in the chat. Make sure he's excited for. I'll just say this, and then we'll jump into the picks. We do have one more show for you guys today. Usually, Betspresso is our sayonara to you guys, but one more show for you guys. I will say that we're doing the Violence Report live with you guys today, but moving forward, going into next week and beyond, Violence Report will only be available as a recorded version on YouTube. So you'll have to go and watch the show on YouTube, and you can deal with Trizzy talking to you with a bunch of graphics and stuff scrolling at you. It's going to be fun. Nice. But we'll be live with you guys later at 8 Eastern if you want to get the report for UFC 317. It's going to be fun this weekend. All right, boys, let's jump into it. Where do we want to go first? Want to go to the pitch, diamond, lady ballers?
Pitch. We'll get it out of the way. We'll get it out of the way.
Chat, guess. What is Shaggy about to pitch you on the pitch? You guys get to guess.
0-0 draw.
You know it.
Game Group total H. Under.
Group H finishing up Real Madrid. They are tied with RB Salzburg, both at 4 points apiece. However, Real Madrid, the Spaniards, are up 1 on goal differential to battle it out tonight. Real Madrid only needs a draw to top the group. RB Salzburg could get overpassed with a loss, actually, as in the other match. Al Hilal takes on Pachuca. So Al Hilal probably going to win that game, end up with 5 points in this group. That means Real Madrid will need a win. RB Salzburg will probably need to avoid the loss. Regardless, we're going under 3.5. Nice high total for us in this game. RB Salzburg, you are outmatched. You need to do everything you can to avoid a loss. So what do? You are going to brace for impact. You know the attack is coming from Real Madrid. They're going to bring their A game, and they're going to find the back of the net. But If Salzburg can hang on, keep it close, they might have a shot at a 1-1 draw to hang on. The point is the Austrians need to avoid a loss. So they're going to do that by being very, very conservative. I see Real Madrid winning 2-0 is what I think is going to happen at plus 750, but under 3.5 is the play. I think Real Madrid wins. I don't think it gets out of control. So give me the back line of Salzburg to keep this one close, under 3.5 in the FIFA Club World Cup.
RB Salzburg,
Nice.
you have been voted off the island. That's what I got.
You gone.
Get out of here.
See you
Get
later.
out of here. All right. Club World Cup. It's about to get spicy. We're about to enter into knockout rounds after the group stages. Yeah, there you go. Probably. I hope not. That's what happened to us the other day, Chef, with that Inter Miami game. 1-0.
Yeah.
It was 2-0 in the fucking 79th minute. 2-0.
It was.
And the next thing you
It
know,
was.
Inter Miami said, "Hey, you know what? Be nice. A fucking draw."
Yeah.
Let's just draw. Sounds good. Ruin the under 2.5 all in 10 seconds.
It's the way to go.
I've
Shout
never
out.
seen 2 goals in 10 minutes. That never happens when you need it. Never, ever.
No.
I'm pretty sure that was to lose the group too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was. I think you're right.
Yeah. No, they finished second on the table because of that draw. So yeah, that was to lose the group in the final 10 minutes of that match.
Inter Miami.
Not only did they ruin their own chances, they also ruined our parlay. So good job.
Yeah.
Way to
yeah.
go.
They lost the group and now they play the UCL champions in the round of 16. Congratulations.
Fun narrative, though. Messi gets to play against his former team. So that's interesting.
Right.
Is he gonna play? Or is he coming off the bench on some stupid shit again?
Nah, he'll play in this one.
He started probably
last game.
playing this one.
Last game, but the game before that, I think he came off the bench.
No, he started all three? He's definitely started the first two. He did not. Did he play? Oh yeah, he's played all three. He's played 90 minutes in all 3 games.
All right.
So if he's just chatting
All right.
shit.
I'm just chatting shit. When it's football, I'm just chatting shit. And that's me trying to be cool by saying football.
man. Football. Oh god. All right. Well, something you don't have to chat shit about. What you got for us on the diamond?
Dude, honestly, I had so much cake this morning, so be wary with what I'm about to send you guys. But Ronald Acuna has a fantastic matchup. And chat, if I gotta glaze our boy right here, Chef, because Chef has been in his bag with these write-ups that he's been putting out. I'm just gonna read you guys what he's got here on Acuna. This has added a completely different dimension to how I've been approaching these games. But Acuna's elite barrel control with a 95.2 exit velocity and 13.4 degree launch angle. It's exactly what is going to work against a guy like Canning tonight. The park factors aren't the best, but Acuna has been fantastic. This Braves team has been giving it to the Mets all season. Sorry, NZ. I know it's been a tough watch for the last 10 or 11 games for the Mets, but oh, wait, you're a Yankees fan. I forgot about that. But here we go. This is a Mets team that has been bad. Griffin Canning has been worse also at home. I'm just thinking Acuna is going to go over 1.5 total bases. But once again, I'm betting Acuna, so that probably means Matt Olson is going over the fence.
Dude, that's what it is with the Braves. It's like pick your poison. I don't know which one it's going to be, but it's going to be one of them.
You bet Riley, it's Ozuna.
Yep.
It's honestly the most frustrating thing. I was hoping NZ would get a little more excited because I think he's 2 for 2 on Acuna this year.
And
The fact that he's not on it today.
No.
A little worrying.
When you disappeared before, I said I have a baseball play and it's chalky as shit, and I need Acuna to cash.
Fine,
plus
thank God.
6,000 lay.
Let's
Let's go Acuna, baby.
Let's
Here we go, Ronald.
Let's go, baby.
Ronald McDonald might find his way in our parlay. Chewy also did pitch it on Talk Your Talk earlier today, and as Gerald just said, he might have done it a little better than you just did.
He probably did. This morning has me rattled. It's a bunch. Ask Chef. Ask anybody. Everyone's been complaining on the timeline. We don't have baseballs anymore. They're just throwing rocks. They're just throwing fucking stones. That's all they're doing. These balls are dead, and nobody wants anything to do with it. After Monday and Tuesday this week, the way that books got rinsed, the parlays that were hit, the home runs that were hit on both Monday and on Dinger Tuesday, it's not surprising to me to see some dead balls. But it's the only game of the night, one standalone game, nothing else on the slate except 2 WNBA games. I feel like this is a spot where, maybe we get the good balls. Just maybe. Divisional matchup, right?
The weather's a little now. It cooled off about 10 degrees. It's like 80 now. It's right. It's like, no, it's like 72 now. But
get at it.
It looks like a little bit of rain's going to come through, right? They're playing at Citi Field tonight. It's a
Yeah.
It's in New York.
I think the game's going to play. If anything, it might be a little drizzle, but they're going to play definitely.
I only need 2 bases.
And yes, I'm sorry, Prendy. I made a 1 p.m. 3-teamer and I made a later 3-teamer, and of course the one I put out went nothing, and then of course this one. And I woke up to Max Muncy hitting a fucking home run last night that also went 2 for 3 on LA. So that one I didn't post at least.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to being friends with NZ for the last 2.5 years, Prindy. There you go.
Bullshit. I've given you all plenty of winners, you fuckers.
You've also given us a lot of cake. We've all given each other cake.
That's facts. That's facts.
Easy. That's easy. Word. All right. Well, there's some stuff on the pitch and there's some stuff on the diamond for you guys. Let's jump into the WNBA and talk about the 2 games on the WNBA slate tonight. First one, Caitlin Clark and the Fever. You thought we're going to be playing, but no Caitlin Clark tonight. As the Fever are back at home, Caitlin Clark sitting this game out with a groin problem, probably just a little bit of rest, I would imagine. Taking on the Sparks. Sparks coming to town. 5.5 point spread. It was, I want to say, NZ, you wrote about this game. Was it 11? Yeah.
It was 11.
So Caitlin Clark getting 6 points, which is whack. So this now a 5.5 point spread. Do you still like the Fever with this number, or what are we feeling now with this game?
I do. I still like the Fever with this number. I think that LA has a lot to get together still. If I'm not mistaken, they're on a 4-game losing streak. I don't remember off the top of my head, but this team struggles a lot without Clark. I think that they can still find a way to win, but she really enhances the play of other players, which I guess I'll go into my first pick here, which is a weird one. And it's going to be Aaliyah Boston for 5 assists at -110. Without Clark, she's just a completely different player. She normally is averaging 16 points and 8 boards a game. Without her, she's averaging 11 points and 4.4 boards a game. But on the flip side, she's averaging just about 5 assists a game. She hit it in the last 2 without Clark, and then the last 3 out of 4 during that 5-game span when she was out. Again, I'm leaning on the fact of how her game changed drastically from when Clark was out the first time until now. Can she easily still get a good 10 and 5 on the points and boards? I think so. They're going to need it for her to win. Cassie Mitchell is going to need to step up and hit some shots. But I think they can pull this out. The Sparks are really struggling. There's definitely some props to look at now on the Sparks side. I think Hamby boards or Stevens boards, kind of hard to figure out which is the one that you want to go with. But I think both of them are definitely a great look. But yeah, I think the Fever should be able to pull this out. Back at home, coming off a win, it's a good spot for them. They play good at home, although they're only 4-3, but that's a different story. But yeah, I don't know. I think they still get the W.
I mean, seeing them beat that Storm team in Seattle, which we both like that team quite a bit, and they kind of they rinsed them. And Caitlin Clark didn't play very well in that game, and they rinsed them.
She did not play well.
No, but Kelsey Mitchell did. She finally shot the ball well. She had a really good game, which maybe that kind of leans into what we're going to see in this game with that kind of poor Sparks defense. But it's kind of hard to know, like you said, with no Clark. It's just who takes up the slack. Boston's so hard to bet without her in the lineup. Like, who's gonna pick up the facilitating? How's it all gonna look? It's kind of funky to see.
Right, because even in Clark's off game last time, where she had 6 points, I believe she had 9 assists. So she was still doing her thing. But in other news with the team, DeWanna Bonner has parted ways with the team. Aria McDonald is now supposed to fill in her shoes. She wasn't a starter, Bonner, so I'm not really 100% sure how she's going to play into the mix, but McDonald is definitely somebody I think we should keep our eye on. She may be somebody to target in the future, even when Clark comes back, because she may get some decent minutes now.
I have a play. I like the other game a little better, but I do have a play. I looked at this earlier. Padge on Talk Your Talk was talking about her RA, which you kind of mentioned, De'Erica Hamby's rebounds, but I like her assists at 3.5 for plus money. Plus 115 is the line we got for this. She just had 5 assists in their last game against the Sky, but she set this line in 3 straight games against the Fever, all last season, but all with the Sparks. She had 5 assists in those games too. So if you want the 5+ for a little sprinkle of some plus 200 value or higher, the offense does kind of get to the point where it's either Plum or Hamby kind of, either running that pick and roll or kind of figuring out how they want to facilitate between the two of them. So as long as the Sparks are knocking down some shots and the Fever do kind of let that happen in certain stretches of games, we should be fine for the 4 assists for Hamby. If you want to go the RA route, you can go that direction too at 10.5. It's a little juiced. or 11.5 for plus money, because she's probably, as Inzi was saying, good for some rebounds as well. But I just like the assists. I think she's good for 4, and I think the plus money is really nice for the plus 115 value for her. So give me Hamby assists. But I love everything else you had to say about this game.
Yeah, I think the X factor for the Sparks is going to be Kelsey Plum. She hasn't been relatively consistent. She's really been chucking up some bricks from behind the arc. If she can get hot and find her rhythm, playing the game that we know she can play, Sparks have a very good chance of winning this game. But, again, it all depends on who we're going to get. So,
yep. Okay, let's swing and talk about the other game on the slate. I like this game a little better. I want to hear your thoughts about it, Inzi, in just a second, but I'll kind of tee us off. We got the Aces at home here hosting the Mystics, a team that we've liked to talk about quite a bit this season, kind of the surprise of the WNBA behind the Valkyries, I guess. But this Mystics team's looking pretty good, led by a couple rookies in Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen, but you also got Brittany Sykes returning in this game and looking like she's still a game-time decision, but from what I was reading, it seems like she's going to give it a go and play tonight. And then you've got the resurgence of my first bet, Shakira Austin. Over 14.5 points plus 100 here. You're getting Shakira for Shakira. Her hips do not lie. She's been shooting the basketball a bunch the last 3 games, 18-plus shots in her last 3. Talked about it last game. She had 19 points and almost had a double-double here. Really good matchup as well with the Aces. I know the Aces have Asia Wilson, one of, if not the best player in the WNBA, arguably, and she is a good defender. However, the Aces give it up to the forward position and to the center position. They get dominated in the glass. They're at bottom 3 in all statistical categories in points, rebounds, and assists allowed to opposing forwards and centers. I think Shakira Austin is going to keep doing what she's doing. I'm expecting her to have probably 12 to 15 shots once again. And I think that the 15 plus for plus money is an absolute steal. The other play that I like in this game kind of ties in exactly what I was just talking about. Kiki Iriafen had a great game against them when they played earlier this season. She had a double-double with 13 rebounds. Give me the rebound line again at 7.5, minus 120. I love the double-double sprinkle for a plus 200-ish value, plus 300 in some places. But like I said, this Aces team gets banged up down low. Asia's great, but they don't have anybody else that can bang with some big bodies. And Shakira and Kiki are both big ladies down there. They're definitely figuring out how to play with each other too. I really like Iriafen's rebounds. I think that's my favorite play, but I don't want to avoid the value of Austin, especially for the plus money. I think she's going to keep cooking and keep scoring. So I really like both of these players. Last play, I'm taking the Mystics plus 8. I think that they cover the spread here against the Aces. Big spread for this Aces team. And Inzi and I have talked about this. We talked about it on the W. I don't think this team's 8 points better than the Mystics, even at home. I know that, and I pass it to you in a second, that the Aces are starting to put it together a little better. Jewel Lord's starting to fit in. Jackie Young's starting to cook a little bit. Chelsea Gray has her moments too. And obviously Asia can be Asia at any particular point. But I think that this Mystics team gets undervalued in Vegas's eyes consistently, kind of like what we see with the Valkyries. Love the sprinkle on the money line. The Aces are not consistent enough for me yet until I see it more consistently to want to bet on them to win it by a game by 10 plus, even at home. So give me the points. I love the Mystics plus 8, and I like the props for both sides of the big ladies to take advantage of the matchup down low. So it's kind of how I see the game, lean in that direction. I'll pass it off. I know you mentioned when we were texting about this, Inzi, that you kind of like leaning a little more towards the Aces side of things. What's your thought?
I don't know. I just feel like they're finally finding their groove. Last night was a layup for them. They needed that game, a nice pounding on a team that not deserved it, but that really just isn't their caliber in the Connecticut Sun. Asia looked good. Jackie Young, I think those games where Asia was out injured really helped her a lot. She's got a lot of shooting volume. She's playing comfortably. Chelsea Gray got involved a little bit more. She needs to continue to stay involved. But I like Joel Lloyd a lot tonight for her threes. I don't know. The books seem to be sleeping on her threes. 2 threes for minus 122 is just great value on a girl who just shoots. I mean, she's hit it in her last 4 out of 5 games, the last 3 out of 4 versus Washington. Her attempts have been 6, 4, 4, 8, 8, and 8 in her last 5 games. So the volume is there. She is shooting. Like I said, for minus 122, can't go wrong. Her 3 is plus 275. I mean, she's had 3 in her last 2 out of 3 games. So it's definitely something to take a look at. But, she shoots the ball. She has not been shooting well, as we've talked about. She's definitely not brought the offense that we expected her to bring to this team. But I don't know. I just can't count the Aces out that quickly to once they finally start to get the chemistry going. Are they still the same team, that they were? So 8 points does seem like a lot. I would not be surprised at all if Washington covers the 8, but the Aces win.
Yeah, I think that's probably that's why I like the 8. I think it's 7.5 in most places now too. And I like Joelle Lloyd again, even though she burned me in V yesterday.
She's
her points line
finally coming. Yeah, she's finally getting it.
She's figuring out her where she fits with this team. And you're tickling V's plums with the over 1.5 line at a playable number. You can get. Get behind that.
I took it last game with him. I'm going to take it again, NZ. Every time I see one of these 1.5 plays, it was a Kelsey Mitchell the last game before that. You had her in the parlay. That's how you posted.
Possibly. I don't be honest. I don't remember.
I think it was Kelsey Mitchell because I remember I had it in a couple of parlays too. Anytime I see a 1.5 line, I'm all the way in. It's just a line that can hit at any point in the game. And to me, that's the most exciting thing. It's like a 2+ bases prop. You need one swing of the bat, even though you only get like 4 of those per game. But,
I mean, honestly, you got to sprinkle the 3+ at over plus 200 with only needing one more with the volume that she's producing as it is, knowing she's a 3-point shooter. I mean, it's just a sprinkle, nothing crazy. But, the value is just insane. And I'm very surprised that they haven't adjusted the lines. I would have thought that she'd be more like, I don't know, minus 150 for the 2 threes and maybe more like a plus 150 for the 3 threes. But we're still getting the same numbers, nothing wrong with taking advantage of them.
She's also hit this line in 3 straight games against Washington. The last 2 were obviously with Seattle last year, but she did hit it when they played earlier this season in May. And she took all 3 games. Weirdly enough, she took 7 threes in all 3 of them, even on different teams. So the volume is there, like you mentioned. She's also hit 3+ threes in 5 of her last 6 home games as well. And this game is in Vegas. So a little more backing for you guys if you want to tap in on the Joelle Lloyd angle for the playable value. Threes, Sean Beasy. Threes, 1.5 threes. These guys, one of these guys.
3-pointers.
Or what is this one? Or that? All the different ways you can do it nowadays.
What about this? Vino's all about this.
I don't know shit about this. All right, I know all about this.
Do you guys see Jalen Williams post the picture?
Yes.
Doing this?
Yeah. What does this mean, though? I didn't know what this one meant.
That's his celebration.
It's a 3.
Okay.
After he hits a 3, it's the most fucking like little kid Fortnite kind of thing, and it's so funny. It's so funny to me. You know what I mean? Like only he could do it and make me laugh. Anybody else that did it, I'd be like, what are we doing here? But when he does it for some reason, I'm just like, okay, man, this is fucking.
Bro,
awesome.
I got a bone to pick with that.
Yeah,
with J-Dub?
Lead.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with J-Dub. Did you guys see his interview on? I don't even know what morning show it was. Some show on SportsCenter. This guy is 20. What is he? 22, 23 years old.
24.
24 years old. And I'm no judgment. Everybody likes to enjoy their life how they want to enjoy it. But the guy had never had a drink in his life up until, and he was like, "Yeah, I took a shot and give me Shirley Temples from here on out." And I was like, "Brother, no, I don't. That's fine if you want to do that. But what are we doing that saying on SportsCenter, big dog? Come on now."
The argument was never that shots taste better than Shirley Temple. That was never the argument.
Also, the fact that none of those, yeah, right. Which
like our boy NZ here. Yeah.
No, but NZ's had way less than Shirley Temples in his life. I'll guarantee you that one.
You want me to go crack a Surfside?
That's why he doesn't like it.
I'll gladly go grab a Surfside and crack that right now.
Also, these bozos, it's not like they're 17 years old. None of them knew how to open a fucking champagne bottle. What are we doing, boys?
That blew my mind. I couldn't believe it.
Young kids don't be drinking champagne.
Yo, let's just be glad that no one took somebody's eye out.
The bottle's already opened when you show up to the mimosa bar, so
that's, the brunch bar.
You're like, what? There's champagne in a mimosa?
Yeah.
I thought it was just OJ. Oh man, that was whack, man. Anyway, Sean Beasy, it was Joelle Lloyd. She plays for the Aces in the WNBA. We might put her in the parlay, which we've gotten to that point now, boys. Let's get to cooking. How do you guys want to do this? Shags, you want your under in here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Give me Ronaldo Acuna.
No bangs.
Real Madrid under, Ronald Acuna.
Voices.
I think Joelle Lloyd goes in there.
You like the 2 threes?
Uh-huh.
We get the NG text bitching about she's taken 5 and hasn't hit one. I can't wait for that. That'll be fun.
Actually, yeah, we're putting it in there just for that text.
Just for that. I just want to get that text.
You know what the worst part of, I feel like, and you learned this yesterday with Joel's points, is like you could be having a great first half, and then the second half comes with these ladies, and it's just like a whole new game all of a sudden. Like we both were on Kayla Thornton yesterday, and she had a horrible first half, and she started good in the third quarter, and then all of a sudden she kind of just drifted away again on us. I don't know what happened. She had a bad shooting night, granted, so that has a lot to do with it. But I've seen a lot of that, I feel, with these ladies.
I love that Mystic. I love that Valkyries team, man. I love watching that team play. They're so fun. All right, so we've got this Acuna starts at 6:11. Okay. All right, so Acuna 2 bases.
Yeah.
That's all right. Where is Mr. Acuna? Ronald McDonald.
Shaggy, what was your play again?
RB Salzburg, Real Madrid under 3.5.
What is this? It's not the Gold Cup, right? It's the Club World Cup.
Yeah,
There it is.
FIFA Club World Cup. Mm-hmm.
It was the game total under 3.5 or 2.5?
3.5.
3.5. Okay.
3.5. I got -104. Should be
-1.
Still sitting right around there. So
it's -120, but still very playable.
Especially with the 3.5 too. Like even if Real Madrid, I don't expect Salzburg to score at all. So even if Real nets 3, I think they'll kind of tone it down after that.
Play back a little bit.
I would hope so, at least save their legs for the round of 16, because that's plenty to solidify the group.
All right. So closing us out, do you guys want to roll with
Kiki?
You want to go Kiki?
I like Kiki.
Do you love me?
I like the cell.
She's been good to us. 8 rebounds. So Jewel Lloyd 2 threes, Kiki Iriafen 8 rebounds, Ronald Acuna 2 bags, and then the under 3.5 goals in Salzburg, Madrid, plus 968, almost a plus 1,000.
Does it?
We want Kiki boards over Shakira's points.
I think so.
Board lady gets paid.
Yeah. Austin is kind of due for a bit of a stinker, and maybe it's tonight against the Aces. I like the straight for the plus money. I love the straight bet, but I don't want it to go in any parlays really.
Okay.
So, and Shaq said he liked Kiki, so we're rolling with what Shaq said.
Board lady.
Board lady gets paid, like you said.
Locked it in.
Nice. There we go. Chat. We will post it on the timeline. If you would like to write it out with us, feel free to do so. Put a cup of coffee on it, half unit, quarter unit. Takes them all individually. You've all heard the sell jobs on all of each individual bet. They're all at a very playable number. So get involved how you guys want to. And as I said, bet responsibly as per usual. All right, guys. Great stuff. Good show.
Yes, sir.
Great Thursday vibes. Anybody else got anything they want to lay on the peoples before we hop up on out of here?
See you guys bright and early. Up your units Friday morning. So much fun, Freddie.
I got one more. Same game, but you'll see it on the timeline. Matt Olson taking his bases as well. And go follow the Instagram if you want me, mine and SPJ's 2-teamer for tonight. Games tip off in about 30 minutes, so you won't have much time. SPJ, did you play tip off in 30 minutes or is it the late game? Don't tell them what it is.
It'll be in the late game. Wait, hang on. It'll be in the late game.
Fuck it, I'll do the same thing.
Go follow us.
Go follow my Instagram, and I'll put out a late game Mystics Aces SGP. That'll be only on the IG story. Why not?
There it is. Bang,
Fuck,
bang.
I gotta follow this guy.
Sucker! You get enough dick pics as it is. You'll be okay.
Whoa!
I'm here for the slips, and those are for the DMs.
Right at the death, boys. Right at the death. All right, follow us on all the socials, as you guys just heard. Get involved. We'll post the parlay on on Twitter and on Instagram. So follow us over there as well. Yeah, Sean Beasy, you heard it correctly. But as Shaggy said, in the morning, up your units. But you guys got another piece of content coming at you guys here in the next hour and a half, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. Right. We will have the violence report for you guys. You can tune in live with us right here on Twitch or on YouTube if you want to watch us live, but we will also have it recorded and be live on YouTube tomorrow at noon. So if you want to watch the playback of it tomorrow at noon, get involved with that as you want to get involved with all of Trizzy's content. Let's go.
You said 8:30 or 8?
8 Eastern, 7
8
Central.
Eastern? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I said, the whole edited version with graphics and stuff will be up on YouTube tomorrow at noon. So we'll have some more content for you guys tomorrow. And as Shaq said, you guys get to join in the morning for some upping of your units. Woohoo! And then me and V and Sook will be back for you guys to finish off your Friday to talk everything about the NBA draft. We'll give you guys some off-season stuff that we're looking at in the NBA as well, as we have reached that portion of the year, boys.
And more baseball, despite what Sook says.
And more WNBA. Decent WNBA games tomorrow, too. So.
When does free agency start for the NBA? July 2nd, 3rd? Somewhere around there?
July 1st.
It's usually somewhere around there, right? Yeah.
July 1st. So Tuesday.
Tuesday. All right. So we should start seeing some fireworks around then.
Yeah.
Fireworks have already started.
I was going to say.
The Knicks need to sign a coach. That's what they need to be worried about.
Hey, it's not going to be Jalen Brunson's dad, so that's okay.
At this point, it might be. I don't believe something to start, but at this point, it's looking tough.
I know. Nobody will talk to them. Nobody will let anybody talk
Jay
to them.
Tissel, how'd you know?
Jason Kidd's still in Dallas, hoping to get to New York, so you still got that going for you.
Come on.
Yeah.
Plus money go for Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys don't even need to peep Shaggy Scribbles tomorrow. Oh, hello, doggy. Oh, we got all the dogs.
Doggo.
All dogs go to heaven. Go follow Shaggy Bets. Go follow NZ. Go follow Vsauce. Go follow myself. Go follow all of us at Your Betting News. We appreciate you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. Go check out all of our content at bettingnews.com. And don't forget, chat, you got a few more days to the end of June to subscribe or deposit into your BetOnline account. Get involved for a chance to win some Casa Dragones tequila. Don't forget. Got a few more days. Go. Run. And deposit and have some fun. Boys, have a wonderful Thursday night. Chat, have a fantastic Thursday night. You guys came for the winners and you stay for the vibes. We'll see you in an hour and a half, and then you'll see this beautiful man right there at 11 o'clock Eastern in the morning time. Appreciate you guys so much. Have a fantastic night, and we will catch you on the next one. Take it easy, chat. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here.
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Down in the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about